Hi there, this is a visualization about going fishing. I'm Brooklyn Hannah. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So here I go. I'm going fishing, super excited, and I am taking my boat out. So I have this little fishing boat and it's on this dock. I have it tied up with these ropes. I already got it out this morning. I put it in with the trailer and it's just sitting there ready to go. And so out of my car, I'm going to haul my fishing stuff. And in the back of my car, I've got this pail that I'm going to fill up with water in case I catch any fish. My dad loves to have these fish fries, so it's really fun when I do catch some fish. And I've got my tackle box, and in these tackle boxes, I have all these different hooks I use. My dad's taken me fishing a few times, so I kind of know what I'm doing, but a lot of it's just for fun. I've got the fishing line, I've got bobbers, and I've got this nice fishing pole. It's a purple fishing pole because that's my favorite color. And so I've got my fishing pole and my bucket in one hand and the tackle boxes in the other. I've got my phone in my pocket. It's pretty early in the morning, so I've got this nice jacket on. And of course, it's this purple jacket. So I walk down the dock towards my boat. And as I get in the boat, I just look around. It's a beautiful lake. There's not many people out here because it's sunrise, and I can see the beautiful sunrise beyond the trees. Oh, around this lake, there's just all kinds of trees with different houses. Some houses are like cabins. Some are just big, brand new houses. And some are old, really cool houses, but they're fun to just kind of look at as I look around. But wow, I just want to stop a moment as I climb into my boat with all my things. I just put all the things in the back seat. My tackle box, my bucket, and my fishing pole. I just want to say a quick prayer as I'm out here. I haven't even went out there yet, but wow, that sunset. I'm just thanking God for the beautiful colors. And I look beyond and it's like this orange and yellow and even a little bit of red. It's back behind the trees, and I see the sun. The sun is rising. Oh, there's nothing like it. I'm just in awe of God's beauty, of His creation. And I just love fishing because honestly, it's something where I can just connect with God and the peace and quiet and the beautiful nature. It's something that makes my dad happy when I come back with a pail of fish that he can clean and cook for me. It's a free meal. So I love it. It's just important to me. And it's just one of my little hobbies. I don't do it super often, but when I do, I really use it as a time to connect with God. And so here we go. We cruise out. And as I cruise out towards the middle of the lake, I look to the right and there's a buoy. And I can't go fast until I get past this buoy. And I look around and the lake is like a greenish color, but wow, it's like glass. It's so smooth. These times are my favorite to be out here when there's not lots of boats and waves and all that chaos, but complete peace and serenity. And as I am driving the boat, I just kind of have this smile on my face. And as I get past the buoy, I can go a little bit faster. So I go about 15 miles an hour, and I've got this little spot I'm going to go to. Right across the lake, I just cruise across the lake, and I can hear the motor in the back just going. And I park right in front of these reeds. They're these long, tall, weed-looking things. And as I park, there's this perfect spot. As I park out here, I just pray to God about just my day and my family. I'm just thanking Him for the small things, for the big things, for the blessings. And here I go. I grab my fishing pole, my big purple fishing pole. And at the end, I put this little fish. There's this little fake fish. He's a little plastic fish. And at the bottom, there's these hooks. And I get my fishing pole all prepared. And as I sit there, I cast it. I cast it out and it goes, I can just hear it fly into the air and plop down into the water. And it sinks down into the water. Then I'm just sitting there. I can basically hear nothing. Off on the distance, I can hear a little boat. And wow, totally peaceful. And after I wait a little bit, I start reeling it in nice and slowly. Nice and slowly, I can see it as it reels in. I reel it all the way in. No fish yet. But I do it a couple more times and still no fish. But that's okay. Sometimes we don't always get what we hope for or what we want. And I'm okay. I'm just learning to practice contentment in the moment. Paul in the Bible talks about how he knows what it's like to have food and not have food, to basically have things and have things go well and things not go well. But he practices contentment either way. And so I'm just thinking about that moment in the Bible. I'm trying to relate everything in my life to God's word. And what's neat about that is, contentment. That is one thing that is so difficult. It's so easy to complain when things don't go our way. I know that Paul wasn't perfect in the Bible. God's the perfect. Jesus is the perfect example. But he is sure a good role model. And so after a little bit more of praying and patience, practicing the fruit of the Spirit, patience is so important as you're fishing as well. I cast it one more time. Plop, into the water it goes. Just let it sit there a little bit, kind of wave my pole around a little bit. All of a sudden I see these little tugs at the end of my pole. It tugs down once, and then it stops, and then it tugs down 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I go, oh, I think I'm getting a bite. And I just stand up. I'm super excited as I walk towards the edge of my boat. And I slowly just kind of yank it to see if I can get the fish to snag. And my pole's really bending now. And so I start to reel in, and I reel really slowly, and I kind of yank a little, and I reel in. I go, I wonder what it is. And I'm just thinking about all the possibilities. Ooh, is it a walleye? Is it a bass? I'm just thinking of what it could all be as I reel it in. And as I bring it in, oh, it's a walleye. One of my dad's favorite fishes. One of my dad's favorite fish. And wow, I love this. And I look at it, and I get him in the boat, and I lay him on this towel on the back of the boat, and I unhook him, and I put him in the water. I've got this bucket full of water. I put him in, and with this one fish, I'm just content. So I reel in my fishing pole all the way. I set it aside, and I've got the fish swimming around, and I take a picture and send it to my dad, and I go, look what I got. And he sends back a thumbs up, and he goes, perfect, we'll clean it tonight. I go, awesome, looks great for an appetizer. And he goes, yep, I'm going out here pretty soon, so hopefully I catch a couple more. So excited. And so here we go, I cruise, and this time I'm not going to go quite yet. I'm just going to keep cruising the shoreline. I just look beyond the houses, and I can see birds flying in the air. Birds are just coasting through the air. Now the sun's up, so it's a beautiful sunny day. As I look around, the lake is getting a little bit more busy. I can see some jet skis cruising. There's a blue one and a black one. They're riding right next to each other. It looks like a couple. And I can hear the jet ski. I can hear them ramp the waves going. It's a little bit more wavy out here now, but it's still pretty calm and peaceful. So I'm just cruising, putzing around, going about 5 miles an hour. Just looking, and I'm just praying for people on the lake that they would be safe, that they would see the importance of seeking you. And God, help me with reaching other people. Help me have a blessed evening with my Father. And now I cruise in, I'm taking my boat in, and I tie it up on the dock. Round and round the pole, I tie it up. What a cute little boat. What a little blessing that God has given us, the ability to fish and get our own food. Just his peaceful mornings. I love mornings. Okay, so that is the visualization. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for listening.